attending today, please be aware that all the board meetings are recorded via audio. Roll call.
Chairman Engel.
Here.
Commissioner Jello.
Here.
Commissioner Katz.
Here.
Commissioner Moskowitz.
Here.
Commissioner Benjamin.
Here.
Commissioner Smiley.
Here.
Linda, you ready?
Yeah, come to the light.
No one light up.
Do you want to do the groups first?
Sorry. Okay, sorry, I wasn't prepared for this. I have 11 DEMS. You do phone.
Valerie, can you put the lights back on?
Yeah, please. Thank you.
We haven't fixed them.
Okay, can I have 2 late ones? I have 11 Dems and 1 Republican. And then for reps, I have voted wrong ballot, 1, voted wrong party, 1, and 2 ballots enclosed. And then for the Dems, I have voted wrong party and 2 ballots enclosed. I'm done.
So on the ones who voted wrong party, they received a ballot from the party in which they were registered, and how do we know they voted wrong party? Was the wrong one sent?
Because they were declared a Republican and there was a Democratic ballot inside.
So a Democratic ballot was sent to them? Not a
Correct.
Republican ballot?
Correct.
So that's
Was it
election
after the
administration
deadline?
mistake.
No, it wasn't after the deadline. What do you, wait, after the deadline for?
Change party.
Change party.
We wouldn't know that. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't know that because we don't have the cert.
Okay.
That one is questioned.
No, well, if they're registered to one party and it's for the other party, we can't count it, but there is a question of why they got presumably the wrong ballot.
Is the cert what has the party, where they write the party in? That's on the cert?
Yes, the cert has the party on it, correct.
So we know they did the wrong ballot because we made a note of that before we removed the cert.
And it's on the bottom of the envelope as well. So it tells me
Oh,
down
it's
here
already
that it's
printed.
Republican.
Okay,
It's right there.
yeah,
And then
got
the
it. Okay.
party
Okay.
is inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Move we reject those ballots as listed.
Chairman Engel. Commissioner Jello.
Yes.
Commissioner Katz.
Yes.
Commissioner Moskowitz.
Yes.
Commissioner Benjamin.
Yes.
Commissioner Smiley.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Hey, what happened, Valerie?
She get that song from
It gets really dark.
AMC, dude.
That was our
Not working. When did you work?
this morning.
You got it yesterday? Yes. Oh my God.
That was today, I got the note before Tom
It's been,
was sworn.
it's been.
No, I think it took a picture.
Do you need the lights on to see?
Yeah, I think it's. Oh,
It's not going on.
no, that's a picture.
Has to be reset.
A little piece I saw, it looks like it was a signature on one of the ballots.
Linda, they reset it from underneath.
Yeah, the little pushy thing. Actually, if I unplug it, it would help. The little, clothespin, I mean. I don't know, Maria. Okay.
If it helps, I'll leave the door open.
Internal lights?
Can you see that?
Yeah, it needs to be a little brighter.
you have a cell phone flashlight?
Terrible.
Well, the person signed it.
Okay, there you go.
First name, so that's,
There you go.
that's,
Thank you. Can you see it?
Mark, but the question is, it's a
Just leave
legitimate
it like that.
Good. Republican primary ballot. When I'm off ballot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's obviously not one for
Okay, good job.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the free Palestine comment, but
Yeah, checking. That must be the husband or wife. Good job.
sorry. Wait, what is happening?
There was nothing voted
There's no
other
one,
than the comment.
no name.
Okay, I just, it was a little quick for me, Commissioner. Wasn't sure what was happening.
I understand.
You want to back up again?
No,
Good.
I mean, this isn't signed or initialed, so,
Are there votes on?
Is there-
Oh, there's names on the right.
yeah, why wouldn't that be counted as a write-in?
Are there any more, could we see the top of that packet ballot, please? Okay, yeah, that could be counted as a write-in. Along with Mickey Mouse.
Question, may I ask just
But,
one question, a general question?
but. It's
If we-
Republican. Yeah, it's on down.
Yes. No, this is a different person. This is a
But it
different
would still
ballot.
be a write-in.
It's a write-in. They have a write-in, they wrote in a
This is a
name,
different
and
ballot.
they completed the old one.
Yeah.
So,
Is it
marking it,
Democrat or Republican?
Guessing
apparently,
because he got a Republican ballot,
Ballot,
Republican,
yes.
if he wrote in
He's uncommitted.
Democratic names, it would have the same effect if he
Right.
wrote in, like you said, Mickey Mouse.
So he
Right.
declared himself on that.
well, that's not a declaration, you just, you can, when you write in, you can write in anything you want, and you've seen everything.
Can I?
Commissioner Moskowitz?
Thank you. This is a, in this instance, because of all the actual writing that's so evident, if we were told that if you can go back and determine who the voter actually was, we cannot accept that, isn't that correct?
If the ballot is just marked enough to be distinguished who potentially who the voter was.
Okay, so
Correct.
thank you for phrasing it
Yeah.
more correctly. But in this instance, I'm concerned that there was so much writing on there that we could in fact go back, especially with the comment that was made.
Well,
I'm always hesitant to
the comment
negate
that was made
votes,
was
you
a-
know
was
that,
a-
but in this
yeah,
instance.
the comment that was made was a political comment, not a necessarily identifiable comment with the individual voter. So since the voter hasn't signed it, there's no we can identify them, they can write in anybody they want, and if they circle they write in the name and complete the oval. it's a
And nothing
write-in.
in the writing would make it simple to
No,
determine.
no, it's not a situation that must be
What was
there
on the bottom of
to
this one?
analyze someone's handwriting.
Not us, but what
Can
if
you go back
Is
someone,
there anything on the bottom of this ballot? Yeah.
other than that, yeah.
So it's Democratic
It
and
just says
Republican.
I'm beyond disgusted.
Oh, I
Doesn't
thought
say
the
that.
other one was up at the time.
But
But I don't
I
understand
think
how
we
you can
counted
vote.
Under the law, we
If
count it,
he is
it's
a
just gonna be
Republican.
counted other write-ins.
He can't vote
There's
Democrat.
nothing else there.
yes, you can.
It's a primary.
It doesn't matter, you can write in whoever you want. I mean, you wrote in Stormy Daniels.
I don't think that's gonna be accepted.
I'm sorry?
If the person's Democrat on the ballot, it's a Republican ballot, I don't believe that's
No one
counted.
said he's a registered Democrat.
Well, he was registered Republican, you got a Republican ballot.
Yeah, but those are write-in, you can write in
And you can
write
whatever
in
you want.
That would be the county.
We have-
He
we
voted
have-
the wrong party.
We have.
No,
That doesn't count
he's-
as
I'm
a
sorry,
full-
stop,
full
please, he's
Democrat.
not voting for he, she, whoever, is not voting for Democrats necessarily. They wrote Biden at the top, but then they voted for, okay, Bonnie's a Republican, but Stormy Daniels isn't, Democrat, you know what I mean? Stormy Daniels isn't, like, they're writing in names. Like you said, no different than Mickey Mouse, this counts. Now,
Yeah.
Biden can't win the Republican primary, and that's just, it just says Biden, it doesn't say Joseph Biden.
So now,
Right.
now Biden has one vote in the Republican primary.
Yeah.
I believe he has many more,
I'm
as
just
as
saying.
Trump has any number of votes in the Democratic primary.
I mean, listen,
It's not-
last year,
Okay, one
Stephen Delena received 15 votes in the Republican primary for mayor of Monroe. Like, I mean, like, what are we talking about here?
I'm just trying to forget.
Yeah, it should be counted, it's only going to end up being the write-ins, so shall we proceed?
Yeah, we can proceed, but can I just raise one point that, you know, if anyone's interested in going back? On those free Palestine ballots, If any of those marks intersected with a circle, you have to count it, based on the ruling of the last week.
You wanna look at
I
that?
think there at least has to be some intent that they.
No, I don't think there has to be intent. You said very clearly if there's a mark inside of the oval that it counts. And you discounted votes where they just missed the oval because they were neat.
So let's
enough
go
to
back
not-
to the Palestine. Let's go back to those.
Not that I want to
two
drag
ballots.
this out, but I mean, if we're
We
gonna,
didn't get to
if
see
we're gonna
those.
be arbitrary and capricious about how we count those ballots, then we should be arbitrary and
If we-
capricious
can
all
we
the
look
time.
at
My
that?
question was very specific.
Can we look at those
It's
two to see if
arbitrary.
there was any markings?
Are we accepting this one? We need to know what piles of
Yes.
this
Yeah.
is accepted, Kathy.
Oh, they voted for Greg
Where's Greg?
and Trump.
You did. I don't see it. Oh, because the E went across it?
I mean, a mark is a mark inside of the oval, right?
Then maybe we shouldn't.
If there was
No.
an, there
That's-
was intent
that's
that
what
they
we
try
said
to
last
mark
week.
something into the oval.
That's what we said last week, a mark is a mark inside the oval. Now you want to go through voter intent? There was a person last week who circled every single
That's right.
one they wanted, and when they were sloppy on 3 of them, you counted that because it just touched the oval. But when they weren't sloppy and they were completely around, you said there was no readable intent there. Well, a mark's a mark's a mark.
Under the totality of the circumstance, if they tried to get it and they got something in it, we counted. There's no intent, and I can see,
No, there's
so
no
someone
intent
wrote
there,
it,
Scott.
slowly.
But there was intent last week and we discounted
Correct.
that, so if you're going
Because
to
we
be
can't-
arbitrary, be arbitrary.
Because we can't do that under the law.
You can't do, but then you have to accept this under the law.
No. You
The
need
law only
both
works
of
one
those
way?
intents. You need both of them.
Okay, all right, we can move on then. I just wanted to make a point.
We could vote on it.
Never
So this one
rejected
too,
those
is the
later.
same thing?
What about the other one?
In my opinion, seriously. Those are obvious votes.
No, we can move on.
Okay.
My point is made.
Not?
Let's change my ballot.
Well, it's not a marked ballot, but is anybody,
Is there any votes on it?
there's no votes on it, right?
The write-ins?
Are they write-in, are there write-ins with circles?
No.
No, it's
Be a blank ballot.
blank ballot. This is the equivalent to the other one where they wrote in Biden, so it's just either one's.
Yeah, they changed the bottom.
Accept.
Accept or
It's
reject?
as a blank ballot.
It's a blank ballot, so
So we can.
This is not right, this way.
there's nothing that
I
can be
guess
counted.
they're not taking the write-ins, so. Thank you. I think it's the same.
This one's, no, this one's signed.
It's
This
signed,
one's
it's
a
a
marked ballot.
marked ballot.
Looks like the same person.
No, no.
That was a different ballot. He's a good person.
Person.
And
TV? Anything else on it?
Yeah, just the checks, plus the circles.
They circled ovals where they wanted to vote, apparently.
But TV, is that the nomination?
Oh. We rejected it because of initials before, so I guess they.
yeah, it's a marked ballot.
Yeah.
I mean, it has initials on it, it's nothing.
It's a signed ballot, that's a rejected.
Same
I tried
rejection.
to ask it.
Done.
Good.
What is it done? And terrorists. Not you.
And when we take those write-ins,
That's right.
I think so.
Which ones are, where do you see the
All
right?
the
They wrote
write-ins are
none.
none. The nuns have it.
it's like a convent.
Actually,
Oh,
no,
I'm
you
gonna-
voted for one county
Santi.
commissioner.
And a heart.
Apparently they're,
Santi gets it.
run it through the machine.
Is it accepted or rejected?
You don't see anybody
There's
initials.
3 write-in votes and a vote for commissioner. We don't know how the machine read it, so we don't know if we can accept or reject.
No, you reject, you accept it.
If you're accepting it as 3 write-ins and a vote for
Yeah.
commissioner.
Accepting.
The machine will reject it. Or you can have that through the writings and
Maybe.
all right, that's marked.
I can't see it. Oh, at the bottom, the very bottom.
Or initials, that's a reject.
Initials.
So what is,
Is that what's, oh yeah,
Yeah.
the initial,
see,
Yeah.
Name.
All right, well, that's pretty marked.
I think it's initials. You see it?
Yep. Go all the way down, Linda, please.
There's nothing.
Okay.
I think those are, I think that's.
Because it was
Initial.
It just says initials.
Yeah.
how do you correct them?
You don't.
You get another ballot, you just started to get another ballot.
I think it's Al something.
All
Oh, maybe all, I can't. Maybe,
I didn't vote.
yeah.
there's writing at the top though, there's some writing at the top.
It's a
It's
blank
a
Oh,
ballot.
no, that's just the
Blank.
clerk's
You
signature.
can run it through.
Clerk, you signed all these ballots.
Blank ballot.
You signed all these ballots. You marked all of them.
Looks like it's an
That's a signature.
Signature on the-
E. Initial.
Official.
Initial. Initial. That's initial. Initial.
On the right.
Yeah, that's initial.
So they initialed it.
Yeah.
Dated it.
There's nothing else.
It's,
It's initial.
it is?
The initial for
I mean,
date.
my eyes were open.
The initial for date, or the initial,
Okay.
as did this person.
Initial.
That's definitely.
Initials. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure. Oh, there's initials. Wait. Nope. Got it.
By the way,
Yeah.
they wrote it down.
Initials.
More initials.
Initials.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am praying.
That Joe Biden wins.
It's a political comment, but there's no initials. Is there anything else on the ballot?
No, nothing.
Didn't count them.
You count it.
Counts it.
sure we can identify
Make sure
us.
that it gets recorded that they voted.
You should tell them that they shouldn't do that.
That's
That's-
the initial.
Yep. Initial there
Yep.
and there. I think it's initials in the circle.
Yeah.
It's really an initial.
CV.
Yeah,
We'll go up to
C
the top that they
something,
oversaw.
CG or CB or
They did.
something. Yeah.
Usually they indicate a made mistake.
Yep.
No.
Initials.
Come all the way
All the way? Top?
No, to the bottom.
Oh,
In case the people.
yeah, nothing. Nope.
Okay.
Initials.
Yeah, usual.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Something else.
Initials.
Yeah, it's like initials.
Initials. Initials again. Initials. Initials. Initials.
Yeah.
If they're initial one, somewhat.
That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Thank you.
It's supposed to be listed.
So,
Last time?
Madam Chair,
Oh, those for
Joanne? Yeah.
may I?
Commissioner?
Yeah, I just, now that we're done, I just want
Commissioner
to,
comment anyway, right now.
so now that we're done, I'm sure everyone up here is the same sentiment. Staff did a phenomenal job during the primary. I know it's been a lot of hard work. You guys are finally done, so congratulations to you and thank you for everything you did.
Thank you.
I felt very successful.
Captain Linda, I guess Steve is the tabulator, I'm waiting those ballots too.
All right, I'll bring that.
Any other commissioner comment?
And then the holds.
Yeah.
So put it on the chart.
Do you have any comments? Public comment.
I'm just, I can sit there. I just wanted to ask a real quick question. Do you know, I'm getting a lot of phone calls from poll workers when the checks are going to, or the deposits are going to go in the account? Do you have any idea?
So
I know there was
if they have an ID number,
Yeah.
they should be getting paid by the 20th, and if they don't have an ID number, the 25th.
Okay. Okay.
And if they
Yeah.
don't have anything, they have to, we'll attempt to reach out to them in the next couple of days to be able to get that information, because there's some people that haven't reached out at all in terms of
Right.
getting an
They
ID
should
number.
get a check.
What's that?
Which means they should get a check.
But they still have to,
Yeah.
they still have
Oh,
to
we
give us
don't have a-
information in
we
order
don't
to
have a social
get
security
this.
number for a
Yeah,
debit.
in order to get that set check.
And they have to go downtown to do it.
Yeah, according to each other.
Okay, because I'll intervene here because I can send out a group text to 58 of them and just say, bam.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Because I'm
think,
getting calls
I
one
think
by
we're
one.
we're at the point where actually we'll have the list of, because again, thanks to Valerie, to staff who've actually gone through
Good.
the vouchers and kind of come up with the list, and so we'll have and again, it's a small number of people that don't have any information, so we need to
Or
come
just Brunswick, I'll let you know the names.
Yeah, and I did tell Laura one that didn't show up at the polling site, that was 58 I had, so she just didn't and not to belabor the issue, but there were people that were concerned because they signed in and they didn't sign out, and it was one of those, I think it would be better the next time, it was just procedure-wise, because some of the tablets, when they went to go sign in, didn't have batteries. I mean,
It
they
didn't
weren't,
charge.
they didn't charge, right, like that, whatever, and then, oh my goodness, they go, oh, I'm signing in at 9:30, are they gonna know? And I'm like, you know, I'm sure they're aware of this, don't worry about it. So
They'll be paid for the full day if they work the full day.
okay. And then actually, this was actually for probably Nancy, I just wanted to mention something that, you know, was told to me and then, you know, I actually witnessed, and this is for the, like the next primary. It would probably be easier if you can have like some, like a kind of like a script to tell people if they're unaffiliates, you know, what they have to do, because it seems like the people that are there, especially the ones that haven't voted in 4 years, they didn't understand the whole system. You know, they were just, you know, and they were fighting sometimes with the poll workers. For an example, if they had a vote, they didn't understand it. Also, people that were on, once again, the mail-in ballot list, they haven't voted in 4 years, and they were like, I didn't ask for a mail-in ballot. This one I witnessed. I didn't ask for a mail-in ballot in 2024, and they were very, very upset. And actually, one of them, I thought the poll worker handled it very well. I mean, she was really going, you know, back and forth with them. But I was thinking that if something could go out now and say, you know, if you're on the mail-in ballot list, I mean, I'm sure you have information of the people that haven't voted in like in 4 years. If they wanted to get off the mail-in ballot list to avoid this, because there was that interaction, and one of the situations, it was kind of like they were getting a little aggressive, and I don't think the poll workers should be, you know, have to sit there and be exposed to this.
Okay.
Sure.
Kathy, in
Yes.
that interaction with the poll clerk, did the poll clerk offer them that there's a form there they can sign to get off the permanent mail ballot?
They did, but the person didn't want to hear it because they were like, I didn't ask for a mail.
Okay, that's fine, I
Yeah.
understand.
Yes. The one I witnessed, the poll worker was trying the best they can to calm down the person, so if that information could go out, that would be great. And all the other stuff that over the years that you guys have told me, Tom and Valerie, about things that happen, I'm like, I can see it.
They happen.
Yeah, well, I knew it, but, you know, just real quick, some of the people that get trained now seem to know more than the people that were trained before. And I remember, you asked me one time, one long time ago, I'm not putting you on the spot, how do we get a better quality of poll workers? All right, so after doing this for a while, I just have a suggestion. The training classes, for an example. If you can offer more nighttime training classes, because the people that are doing the nighttime training classes are people that are familiar with like electronics, they're working during the day, and it just seems that what's happening is in the past, the old system was basically, and I'm not making fun of it, retirees, you know, and it was a very simple process, signing the book, handing on a slip, whatever, but now since it's very technical, putting the machines together, breaking down machines and this, it seems like we have to sort of like possibly get a better standard of poll workers, and those people, you know, what I see are the ones that are brandy new, and then they, you know, they work and they can come at nighttime. There were a couple of people that I was trying to recruit, but they couldn't get a training class because it was not available at the nighttime hours. I'm just saying that. Also, the app to sign up, there was a line on there that said, it looked like a job application, and it said, email this job to a friend. And they were clicking that. Did you realize? Of course you realize that, right? I have a picture of it. It said email to a friend. So what I was hearing was that a lot of classes were being tied up, but the people that were possibly getting these training classes were not people that even had a polling assignment. Are you not aware?
Usually staff will go through the list
cancel
before.
them.
Okay,
classes
well,
take out.
like I said, but, you know, when people are trying to sign up for the classes, and if that class is taken, and by the time, you know, you guys are doing your due diligence, I'm sure there's a process, and then trying to get the person off, and then the other person already that tried to sign up already realizes that class is not available. It's just that button on there, email this to a friend. I have a picture of it if you want to see it. I'll show it to you, Valerie. Yeah, it was just something. And then, like I said, like one of the old poll workers, I noticed, I have a picture of this too, I saw it on one of on the desks. And actually, a Board of Election worker was there, so I mentioned it to him when I'm looking at it, because I know I'm not supposed to give instructions to poll workers, which I'm not, whatever, and I'm just saying, do you see that? So anyway, the old system where it used to be with the books when you signed in, even when I was a poll worker, you would add up the number of people, you know, in the 2-hour count, and then you would check to the ATV slips, and if it equaled, it was great. That's what, well, now the new system is it's the e-books, and the ATV slips go in that bag at the machine, and each machine is not designated. Well, it seems that what this...
Kathy, your time is up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Come back again.
I'm sorry.
Anybody else?
Yeah, just a few words.
I'm sorry.
No problem. I'm Charlie Crowder, building Brunswick in Brunswick today. I wanted to ask about the certification process, how it works for the primaries. Is there going to be a board of county canvassers? Do you have a meeting? What ways can the public witness the certification, and when will that take place?
Today?
Today, I think that the paperwork we brought in, they can sign at the conclusion of this meeting.
Okay, so we can hang out and witness the certification. There's no board of county canvassers like with the general?
No, it's just that they, in this meeting, commissioners will.
Commissioner's time.
There's execution by the people who are members.
Okay, well, yeah, just we'll say thank you to everybody for their service and making the election happen.
Okay. Anybody else from the public? Kathy, you can come back.
Okay, I just want to finish. So basically what she was doing it the old way. So she actually went into the bags, and she, after 2 hours, yeah, that seems, and she pulled out all the ATV slips, and then she sorted them by district, and then she handed them to, and they had a paper clip on them, and I don't know if they put them in the canvas bags or something, I have a picture of something, whatever, like this, but I know the Board of Election person that was there, because I'm like, do you see this? Whatever. Anyway, do you see what I'm trying to say? This is a poll worker in the past, very nice woman, I'm telling you, very nice woman. I worked with her in 2020, and I'm sort of like, you don't do that anymore. You don't do that anymore. So she really kind of messed up the tally, and if there was kind of dispute, at least you have that, because the amount of ATV slips in the bag should equal the number of ballots
That
cast.
particular machine.
Right, like that, and that is already a lot of training. So I'm getting back to the quality, not the quality, I don't want to make it like that, but new poll workers, it's kind of like, we still have, because that's what it was a retiree job, and people, did it, and it was a simpler system, whatever, and now we have this high-tech system, and it's like, how do you get the quality of these high-tech people? The people that you want are like people that probably are in the workplace now. I'm not saying, same thing, but you know what I'm trying to say, that, if you can offer nighttime classes, you might be able to get more of these types of people, there. And also, I would love to have a supervisor at the polling location if it's available. Tell me how much time I got left, it's a sign, give me a hands up, at the polling location. Okay, and then the only other thing that I wanted to say was that I went to the Monroe Senior Center, because I was an all-county challenger, and everything seemed to be fine. I'm sure you guys know about this too. But even like the master poll worker that I spoke to, I don't know what the training is of a master poll worker, but in the conversation with them, whatever like that, they didn't realize, and overhearing, that it wasn't a problem, that they were checking in people for an hour without a router, because supposedly the router was not there, and they had to call somebody to get it there. But he didn't see what the problem was, not having a connection to the SDRS system for an hour. I'm like, now this is going on a conversation, 1 hour, all right? It was the Monroe Senior Center. I was there, and it was on the election day. You want to check that out? Okay.
You done?
I'm done. I'm sorry. That's it. I'll write up everything and send it to you. I know. I'm just trying to help.
Anybody else want to speak? No? Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
All right.
Yeah, please.
Nicole?
Chairman Engel?
Yeah.
Commissioner
Jones?
Aye.
Commissioner Cast?
Yes.